Ever wondered why you feel like you don't have enough time in your workday? Well, you're not alone. It's no secret that the landscape of the modern workday has shifted dramatically over the years. With technological advancements, it's become easier than ever to communicate. But paradoxically, it's harder than ever to keep up. Our workdays are saturated. Hours worked, the span of the workday, and time spent in meetings have all seen a steady increase. We're all connected all the time, and the lines between work and life often blur. The ease of communication has, in many ways, become a double-edged sword. And then there's the ever-elusive focus time, that uninterrupted chunk of the day where you can really dive into your work free from distractions. But for many, this seems more like a luxury than a regular occurrence. In fact, 68% of people report that they don't have enough of this uninterrupted focus time during their workday. But the challenges don't stop there. We're not just struggling to focus, we're also spending an alarming amount of time just searching for information. Imagine this: 62% of people find themselves spending too much of their workday on this seemingly simple task. Let's not forget about the constant bombardment of communications either. Emails, chats, meetings, they all add up. The average employee spends a whopping 57% of their time on these communication tasks, leaving only 43% for creating, be it documents, spreadsheets, or presentations. All of this paints a picture of a workday that's filled to the brim, leaving little room for actual productive, focused work. The opportunity cost of this lack of focus time, the time spent searching for information, and the volume of constant communications is significant. Clearly, there is a struggle to manage time efficiently in the modern workday, but could there be a solution at our fingertips? Stick around as we explore this conundrum further in the next scenes. Now let's delve into how we spend time communicating during the workday. Communication is the lifeblood of any organization. It's how we share ideas, build relationships, and get things done. But how much time do we actually spend communicating during our workdays? Let's look at the data. Across the Microsoft 365 apps, the average employee spends a staggering 57% of their time communicating. That's more than half the workday spent in meetings, sending emails, and engaging in chat conversations. The remaining 43% is spent creating, be it documents, spreadsheets, or presentations. But the story doesn't end there. If we dig a bit deeper and look at the heaviest users, those in the top 25%, the numbers are even more astounding. The heaviest email users spend an average of 8.8 hours a week on email alone. That's more than a full workday spent just on emails. And for the heaviest meeting users, they spend 7.5 hours a week in meetings. Now let's look at knowledge workers. These are the folks who rely even more on digital communication to get their jobs done. For them, the proportion of the work week taken up by emails and meetings is even greater. So, what's the upshot of all this? Well, communication is a vital part of our workday, but it's also incredibly time-consuming. It's a double-edged sword. On one hand, we need to communicate, to collaborate effectively and drive innovation. On the other hand, the time we spend communicating is time we're not spending on focused, productive work. This balance between communication and creation, between collaboration and focus, is at the heart of the modern workday conundrum. We're communicating more than ever, but we're also struggling to keep up. We're inundated with emails, meetings, and messages, and it's taking a toll on our productivity and our well-being. So, communication takes up a significant part of our workday, but how efficient is it? Have you ever considered how much your meetings disrupt your productivity? It's a question worth pondering, given that inefficient meetings are reported as the #1 productivity disruptor. The issues faced are manifold, particularly in the realm of virtual meetings. Consider this: 58% of people report difficulty brainstorming in a virtual meeting environment. The spontaneity, the energy, the flow of ideas that might come naturally in a physical setting seem to hit a wall in the digital space. Then there's the scramble to catch up when joining a meeting late. 57% of people struggle with this. Time ticks away as you try to gather the threads of the discussion, understand the context, and contribute effectively. What's more, the frequency of meetings has skyrocketed. Since February 2020, people are in 3 times more Teams meetings and calls per week. That's a staggering increase, with each meeting carving out a slice of your workday. But it's not just about the quantity of meetings, it's about their quality too. 55% of people find that the next steps at the end of a meeting are unclear, and 56% find it hard to summarize what happens. Meetings are a crucial part of work, but there's a clear need to make them more efficient. And that, my friends, is where we find our challenge and our opportunity. What if we could harness the power of artificial intelligence to improve our workday management? Imagine a world where meetings are more than just time slots on your calendar, but valuable digital artifacts that can be revisited, analyzed, and learned from. A world where meeting FOMO, that nagging fear of missing out, is a thing of the past. Artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize how we view and conduct meetings. Consider this: only 1 in 3 people believe they would be missed in most of their meetings. But what if AI could ensure that everyone's contribution is valued and necessary, making every participant indispensable? Moreover, when asked what makes meetings worthwhile, the majority of people say it's receiving information that helps them do their job better. This is where AI can truly shine, by ensuring that every meeting is rich with insights and knowledge that can be used to enhance performance and productivity. But the promise of AI doesn't stop there. By transforming each meeting into a digital artifact, AI allows us to engage and interact with our meetings in new, more flexible ways. Whether you want to revisit key points, catch up on missed meetings, or analyze discussions for insights, AI brings the power to do so right at your fingertip. So let's embrace this technology and turn the tide on inefficient meetings. With AI, we can reclaim time and energy for the important work that fuels innovation.